that's a pretty good way of knowing that maybe you just need to take a step away to see for yourself whether or not you could do better. Not because that book sucks, but just because sometimes, like, you know, the story, I think, of the book was good. Like, objectively, the bones were always, like, there. And I still, as I said, I would self-publish it if I had the money right now to do that and, like, the time to go out and do signings and stuff. I actually have a neighbour who was like, is your book available to buy anywhere? And I was like, no. And she was like, and the worst part is she's literally a Formula One fan, and I didn't even tell her that it was a Formula One book. And she was, yeah, and I was like, oh, you would love it. But, like, that's, like, the way that it is sometimes, you know, sometimes you just rush something because you love it so much. And you ignore the fact that, like, yes, this is good in, like, in the sense that, like, it is enjoyable to read. You know, there are a lot of people who've given good feedback. But also, people aren't going to comment on your writing as a whole because they don't know what you're capable of. So they're not going to be like, this writing sucks, you can do better, because they're not going to know that. So, like, just take some time. And I would recommend, honestly, to do what I did. I have written 2 full first drafts. Admittedly, one of those is only about 60,000 words, I think. The other was like 80,000, I think. I've written about 50,000 words of a different book, which I honestly might pick up again and take it a bit less seriously for the first draft, just to get it done. Because I've had a lot of thoughts in the time that I've taken off from my first draft. This is what happens. You take time away from writing and things become clear. Like, give yourself the room to grow by putting your mind somewhere else.